There we go. Now we can be heard.
All right.
Shelby tells me that if I get scared tonight, because she's in town now, then right, she's here now. That I can come to bed and she'll make sure I'm not scared to make the boogeyman go away.
Lucky?
Yeah, thanks, babe. So let's see what the game has for us.
Show me the champion of light.
Yeah, she's my champion of light.
So I've been thinking about what we experienced last week. Is the stuff that when we go to the janitor bucket and switch places with Alan,
Okay, yeah.
I'm a bit confused about what exactly it is that we're seeing. Are we seeing like Alan remembering his way out of whatever that place is called that he's in, the dark world or whatever?
Dark place?
Or is he traveling back to the darkness and doing stuff back there? I'm a bit confused about exactly what's happening when we do that.
I think it's intentionally unclear. The only reference point I have for that is the cop that was in the investigation room.
Mm-hmm.
The lights go out and he vanishes after he touches a piece of paper, right?
Mm-hmm.
He is like removed from that space. He is taken somewhere else in real time. We are still standing there. Time hasn't frozen or anything like that. Our continuity never stops. He is gone and he is taken somewhere else. Wherever he goes in that moment is where Alan is going in those gameplay sections. I don't know what that means.
The other thing that makes me think it might be Alan remembering his way out of the darkness is his clothing. Because like when he's sitting in the coffee shop or wherever he was when we saw him last, he's wearing like this black and white flannel like shirt. But when he goes back to the darkness, he's back in that like
in his suit.
In his suit and tie that he was wearing when we found him when he first got out.
Yes. That part I have no explanation for. It could be his to steal a Matrix term, his residual self-image.
Mm-hmm.
That's how he sees himself. That is, I think, again, never clarified.
Which is probably on purpose.
Intentionally never clarified because. Oh, hi.
Oh, there's a Smoky Man.
So that we don't know anything that Alan doesn't know, and I think Alan is meant to be confused in those gameplay sections.
Okay. All right.
Because
I can handle
when we see the cop,
right
when we see the cop has been there way longer than us. Cop's been there for hours.
When we see Sam Lake.
What's that?
When we see Sam Lake.
Right, yeah. Like
Oh, you're talking about the cop that got disappeared.
Yeah, Breaker, Tim Breaker.
Yeah.
He's been there for a long time. He still has no idea he's just now starting to piece it together, and he's like taking all kinds of notes and stuff like that.
And on top of that, he's meeting Alan Wake out of order that Alan Wake is meeting him.
Right. Yeah, Quantum Break dude, Tim Breaker the Time Breaker.
Oh, do you think they called him Tim Breaker because of Quantum Break?
I think I think the character in Quantum Break is a different name. I think it might be a girl. But there is a police officer there with the last name Breaker. So the character that he is in that game is not the same guy that he is in this game. There is an Officer Breaker in that game, and he is in that game. But the person that he is in that game is not Officer Breaker. So because Quantum Break is owned by Microsoft, they couldn't use that same character. Right, his name is Jack Joyce in that game, so he plays an entirely different person here. But they wanted to give some sort of link to that universe because Remedy loves to do that.
Lunchbox?
Have they connected those two games?
Like as much as they can.
Because I know that for sure, 100%, Control is connected to Alan Wake.
Yes.
Like, there's no doubt.
Uh-huh.
But I mean, I've heard honestly just from you, but I've heard that the Quantum Break is connected to the Wakeoverse,
Uh-huh.
but like just loosely and tangentially.
Yes, and that's because of the Microsoft ownership. They can't really make any direct references through characters or events because those that IP is property of Microsoft.
Oh,
So they can do it by kind of like elbowing you a little bit, by like, huh? Officer Breaker and this guy's motion capture, right? You get it. This is as close as we can get, but you get it, right? That's
Mike.
kind of what they're doing.
Mike says I think they're doing references because they can't reuse that game.
Right. They can't reuse the game, can't reuse any direct assets in it, any characters in it, because all of that intellectual
But I
property
mean, if they
belongs
get
to Microsoft.
fresh face scan and fresh mocap from a guy who just happens to be one of the actors in that
Uh-huh.
game,
And they call him they name
they
him a
call him
relative.
Breaker.
Uh-huh. They name him a relative of a character in that game. Everybody playing it can look for the pieces. I mean, I assume actually it's a lot like PT and Kojima. Like there's a lot of things about PT that Kojima couldn't say out loud, but that he was voicing through that game because Konami was just like, "No, you don't talk about it. Shut your mouth. Get out of here."
Konami was like, no, no.
Mm-hmm. All right, so we got a note. I lowered my rifle. Standing on the car's roof, I looked out at the carnage. The zombies had almost won, but luckily I was here. Heroes are sometimes the people we least expect them to be. Now my town was finally safe, thanks to me. I slung the hot piece of iron over my shoulder one more time, hopefully for the last time. The townspeople, cautiously emerging from their hiding places, surveyed the same carnage I saw and cheered my name, and I waved, and they cheered again. Now I could finally get back to my quiet, unassuming life, reading books and gardening and fiber crafts and being the world's top mycology expert. Terribly phrased sentence there. Suddenly a hand seized my wrist. I looked into the eyes of a sweet, sensitive writer I had known since childhood. A smile spread across his beautiful, kind face, and I felt at peace for the first time since zombies had first emerged. You did it. I knew you could. Now we can live in peace together for the rest of our days. Terrible. Just terrible.
The same actress as Jessie from Control was in Quantum Break. Oh, I didn't know that.
Really?
I've never played a second to Quantum Break, and I don't think they're allowed to do Let's Plays of it, seeing as there's a lot of like,
There's so much
yeah,
full motion video.
it's basically 50-50 movie/game.
Mm-hmm. Which, seeing this now, knowing how much Remedy loves full motion video, that makes sense. It seemed weird at the time. Water area.
Mike says it sure doesn't help that they love to reuse actors. I
Yeah.
mean, I feel like Sam Lake has friends, and he's gonna keep
Yep.
casting his friends.
Uh-huh.
I don't know any other really famous video game producers who do things exactly like that.
The Adam Sandler of video games. It's the same 6 dudes in everything he makes. Okay, got all that sorted. What are my goals? Track down the clicker in Huotari.
I saw
Oh, the
pictures
clicker.
of.
Clicker.
Speaking of video game directors who would never do something like that, I saw
Yeah.
a bunch of pictures of Hideo Kojima and Timothy Chalamet hanging out.
Yeah. Uh-huh.
That's so weird.
Yep. And Timothy Chalamet dressing as weird as he can.
Yeah, well, he's a zoomer, so like they're
Right.
kind of into that. But
I just meant like he's wearing like a Kingdom Hearts level of zippers on his
oh
clothes.
yeah,
Looking,
for sure.
I mean, fashionable but ridiculous.
I mean, I can't say that if I didn't have Timothy Chalamet money, I wouldn't be having a weird sense of fashion myself. So I can't hold that against him.
You could not force me to dress normal if I was as attractive as Timothy Chalamet.
If you were as attractive and had as much money as Timothy Chalamet,
And Complete money completely removed from the equation. If I
But
could
bro,
look as good in high fashion clothing as Timothy Chalamet, you could not dress me normal. I would fight it every single day.
I mean, bro, like Hideo Kojima is such a star fucker. Like, how does he
Huh?
meet all these people?
He's just the cool guy that everybody wants. He's the cool. What did we say he was 50 or 60-year old?
He's like the
That
cool uncle.
that every single person in Hollywood wants to hang out with. Sometimes you work with him, sometimes you just go get some sushi with him.
Sometimes you're just like best friends with him forever. Like, crap, I'm never gonna remember that actor's name.
Norman Reedus.
No, the other one, the Norman Reedus' dad from that game.
Oh,
Death Stranding
his
actors.
dad. Who is his dad?
His dad, the guy who played his dad, the guy who you don't know, Mads Mikkelsen.
Oh, Mads. Right, right, right. Spoilers.
Yes, those two are always hanging out.
Let's see. Three little deers ventured to Rome and found a piece to eat and play. One little deer never came home, and two of the deers cried that all day. Uh, Three little deers ventured to Rome and found a place to eat and play. One little deer never came home, and two of the deers cried all day. I don't know. Which of these is supposed to be?
I wish it was easier to type emojis when you're on
Huh. Are
desktop.
you trying to do the shrug?
I'm trying to do the side eye emoji.
Oh, okay. Oh, can I shoot him from all the way up here? That'd be great.
Oh, it's the smirk emoji.
Okay. I don't. Is there a right and a wrong of these? I wish I knew. Never came home. So I'll keep putting it on the tree.
Nope.
Okay, she does tell me what's right and wrong.
There we go. That took way too long to type out. Mike says, also,
Doesn't
just
look
saying,
right.
Kojima is the only person you could tell a video game is just. Sorry, I had to start that over. Also, just saying,
No.
Kojima is the only person you can sell a video game just by using his name. I
Yeah.
imagine he has a reputation for it.
Think, Saga.
Okay, so she will tell me what is right and what is wrong.
I was Googling smirk emoji, and I don't really know what we're doing right now.
I have a weird feeling something's changed.
So she has. Oh crap! That guy again. She
Was that a
has.
deer?
No, it's not a deer. It is whatever it is. It's not a deer. She has a similar ability in that she is able to place items on these chalk drawings and change her surroundings, similar to Alan in his writer's room.
Right. Oh, Mike says, yeah, it's a normal deer. Don't worry. Whew.
Oh, yeah, okay.
Okay, cool. Completely normal deer.
So what happens if I pick it up? Does everything change back, or
Quentin says,
what?
yeah, I couldn't tell which one was the key word, if it was home, cry, or eat.
Yeah, the only one that matched would be home, because like the eyeball doesn't look like it's crying, or I would go with that. But there's also food in the tree, which could be eat. It's that one's a little fuzzy. Luckily, it does tell you what's right and what's wrong. Am I reloaded? Yes. All right, you.
Puppy! Does it have shadow on it you need to get off?
It does not. I just gotta pop it a few times.
Whoa. Hi, do-
Boy,
hi,
am I
doggy.
glad. Boy, am I glad the wolves don't like light. That would
Oh,
have
hi,
ended
doggy.
a lot worse.
I did not bite him. I did not. Oh, hi, doggy.
Oh there.
Oh, right. I can't shoot from him here. Oh, crap. That's right.
You can, but
The
it'll
light's going to
take
go
off.
out.
It'll take off your cover if you do.
Oh. Shoot.
Have you tried just going? Pss, 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 pss?
Wait, why do I have... Okay.
You have a shotty and a crossbow.
And a pistol.
Pistola.
Yeah, I was going to say, what... It just turns into the other thing. Punk. And punk. Alright, I'm going to shoot some wolves. Logan, sorry about this.
If they're being bad, you got to teach them to be good. Also, they're not real dogs who make smoke.
Oh, God!
Why I gotta make it all sad sounding when you kill it? They should make it so it makes monster noises when it dies.
Yeah. I would much appreciate that.
I do like how the eyes like glow.
I missed the trigger.
So
Got me.
if it didn't have a background of being like over the horizon,
Uh-huh.
if it was just trees in the back, like that, that's
Right.
so scary.
Oh, shoot! Why do I keep missing this? And now he's gone. Oh, I have one more chance to get this right.
Ew. Bad boy.
Don't forget to use safe havens to hide from enemies and receive healing in combat. I didn't know I received healing
Whoa, really?
up to like a third. That's as far as it goes.
Still.
Not nothing.
And I bet you, I don't remember. Is there like an upgrade tree anywhere in this game?
Not that I've seen. Coffee mug. Oh, coffee mug charm. Saves you from death, but shout. Oh, wow. I didn't know I had that. Okie dokie. Just out of critical. Yep. Okay. So let's swap to this. Make sure it's reloaded. Swap to this. I assume this is already loaded. Yes. Okie. I don't even get to harvest the pelts. What kind of survival game is this?
Or like use your axe just off screen and pull off like an ambiguous looking piece of leather,
Uh-huh.
and then use your axe just off screen and pull off an ambiguous looking piece of meat, and
Uh-huh.
their head is just sitting on the ground.
Right. This perfectly cut and folded, cleaned pelt.
Yeah.
No muscle tissue, no
then
nothing attached to it.
And then a perfectly steak shaped piece of meat.
Okay, I'm gonna try to do like a stealth kill. I'm gonna see if there's anything in this game.
That guy's a Cult of the Tree guy,
Yes.
who we actually haven't seen for a while.
The steak-shaped piece always kills me. Yeah. There is no.
What
Stealth
about
kill.
point blank shotgun to the back of the head? Crown the witch.
That works. I'll call that a stealth kill.
You didn't see it coming.
Yeah.
It's sad to think that the last thing that went through that guy's mind was 12 gauge buckshot.
Oh, what is floating down here?
Oh. Nobody is around to tell the tale. Every cut is a T-bone.
I don't see or hear anything down here. Which means I'm probably going to get one of those smoky jump scares here in a second.
My doggy's chasing rabbits in his sleep.
Aw. That looks like it's headed towards where we want to go. So here's our side path that I want to investigate. Oh, yarn eggs.
Oh, I thought that was a turtle.
No.
I don't know what it is, but like this being in the real world, air quotes,
Okay.
is makes this part of the game creepier than the Alan part of the game.
More of
Yeah.
those kids' lunchboxes.
Oh, right. Manuscript fragments.
Oh, we
Hi,
need
hero.
those.
I think a few pieces of paper for my private fanfiction project got mixed into some of these stashes, but I don't know which ones. I posted some online and they're getting pretty good reviews, but I'd appreciate it if you don't read them. It's a privacy thing. Sure thing, kiddo. Go here and I have 18 points.
Wow.
Hold the fire button to activate auto fire mode. This significantly increases the rate of fire. Land 2 headshots in quick succession to stun an enemy for if
What
2
is quick
headshots.
succession?
Yeah, if 2 headshots only stuns it, I'm in big trouble.
Yeah, you don't even want to know what happens when you headshot me. Even once.
Deals increased damage to enemies that are stunned, blinded, or knocked down. Kill an enemy to restore health. That sounds good. The amount of restored health depends on the strength of the enemy. That's not bad. That's all my points gone. All my apes gone. Hold the fire button to activate auto fire mode. Mag size by 50%. I think that's probably. Yeah, exactly.
Saga had lost count of how many shots she'd fired, but
Bird.
she was sure it must have been more than she had in her magazine. And yet, she'd not run out of ammo. As if the magazine had grown to fit more bullets. She fired again.
Thanks, Alan.
What a cool guy.
I'm at 12. What do I got now? 16 maybe? 18 now.
So do you know, and I'm asking this from a standpoint that I don't know,
All right.
but do you know what happened at the end of Alan Wake 1?
I do not.
I know there was something about a light switch and a witch that Alan put the light switch in, but the premise of the whole game was the witch stole Alan's wife and took her somewhere. Did she get out?
I don't believe so.
If the dude can write you a bigger magazine, why can't he write you as a superhero? Because that's boring. It's a drama story. That's a weird noise. Oh, it's water.
Can't go any farther in there. Oh, I love bumper boats. God, I love bumper boats so
I've
much.
never done bumper boats.
They're great. They're even harder to control than bumper cars, and it's fantastic.
Mike says, I watched a recap and her getting out is one of the last cutscenes, but Alan is stuck in.
Oh, okay.
So she got out 18 years ago. She's had like an entire lifetime's worth
Yes.
of experience.
That is basically a third of her life.
Like, and he got stuck in there.
Yep.
Bro,
What does it
like,
say? Office. Oh, coffee house.
what do you do if you like got out of this crazy nightmare darkness world, gone to therapy to like realize, oh, that was just in my imagination. My husband just left me or
Right.
died or something. And now all of a sudden your husband's back.
Uh-huh.
Your husband's back. He's like, oh yeah, 18 years ago, I got pulled into the nightmare
Yeah.
world.
And guess what? All that stuff.
It was real. It
yes.
was real.
Still
More
real to me.
therapy. More therapy for you, wife.
Uh-huh.
13. Still, that's still a long ass time.
Mm-hmm.
That's enough time to get over it, find someone new, have a child.
Scratch on the hunt. Okay. Quick a save.
Got that cap off that little thermos there.
Mhm.
Oh, and a pink frosted sprinkle donut?
Homer special? Oh, no sprinkles. Very
Throw
close,
it
though.
away. It looks like, look at the shape of that donut. It looks like one of those, like, gluten-free donuts.
Yeah, that thing is messed up. That thing has dried out on one side. All right, what do we got? We got some new stuff. Flicker. Light and the dark presence? Nope, doesn't go there. Clicker. It has its own thing. Gosh just needs a clicker to make his ending into reality. Can't let that happen. All right, we found a lunchbox. Coffee World, which is in Huotari area.
Yes.
And rhyme found by the radio tower near Huotari. Your doll used to solve the rhyme puzzle.
That's not
Maybe that'll go
right.
there. Strange dolls. Okay. I think we're all caught up on those.
So today was a National Puskinty Day,
Okay, right. Uh-huh.
and I posted a picture of me eating spaghetti and squinting on the
Uh-huh.
Oni Plays subreddit,
Yeah.
and
Like you do.
I just got roasted. Like all of the comments are just roasting me.
What, for what? What could you have done
Mostly-
differently?
Mostly, there's this guy on the show on Oni Plays who is bald and has a beard,
Right.
and so they were all just saying I look like him
Okay.
Hello?
in varying
Anyone
varying ways of
No.
niceness.
Did they get out?
Is that Chris?
No, that's Joshua Tomar.
Oh, okay. I've heard that name. Because, like, it's specifically in the Take My Wife Please thing, there's a guy sitting on, like, a bar stool, and he's like, they're all drawn in full white with no clothes on, but
Right.
he has this sort of, like,
Did they
curly
take
Q
him back up?
mustache, and that's the one
Yeah.
I'm thinking of.
Or were they
That
turning
guy
him
is
to
that
take him?
guy.
I'll need to get
The
kid
guy
from
who they were
trailer.
comparing me to was not in that animation,
Gotcha. Okay.
but
Hurt myself.
it was mostly just making me laugh because
Elmo
every
said the
single
keys
roast
kept in
was
the
just
gift
like
shop
you are
safe.
Tomar because you are bald with a beard. Even though if you look at a picture of Josh next
Uh-huh.
to me, we don't look anything alike except we have basic
Right.
facial features, as in bald and beard.
Right. It's purely on paper.
Yeah. But there's also like that's also like a joke on that show where every time there's a character who is bald and beard, they go,
Uh-huh.
"Oh look, Tomar, it's you."
It's yep. Uh-huh.
So like when they play God of War, "Oh look, Tomar, it's you."
Yeah. Anybody that with long hair looks like me. That's just my defining characteristic. It's the one unique thing about me is that I have long hair. All right. So I got more stuff to put on a board. Trail of the Cults. Coffee World.
Coffee World.
I don't know, man. Your
The most
Billy
caffeinated
Mitchell
place on
costume
Earth.
was pretty on
And yet
point.
nobody's here to help me get that key.
I forgot about that. That was pretty fun. Nope. Stop. Go away.
Mike says
Trailer
I've made better
park-
donuts in a blender.
Oh, in Blender, modeling it.
Oh, in Blender. I thought he just made it with a blender.
No, I think Mike is actually pretty clever.
Yeah, I've seen some of his blender stuff on TikTok. I found it by accident somehow. Somehow TikTok's algorithm knew that I knew who Mike was, and here are his stuff.
Mm-hmm.
Which impressive, honestly.
Meanwhile, just plain Jane Joe Schmo. You got the
Mike says,
you got the hero scruff going on.
Mike says, I haven't had spaghetti in a long time now. I'm hungry.
Mm-hmm.
Well, I had spaghetti a few days ago when I took a picture of me eating it and squinting.
Mm-hmm. There's so many freaking coolers. What are they buttering me up for?
Boss fight. He's a real big dog.
Mm-hmm. There's a cat.
Mike says, air quotes, randomly new.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know why your stuff was served to me, or how TikTok knew that I knew who you were,
These
or
actual
vice versa.
those are not actual balloons. Those are like
Hold on, stop moving and look at them.
ceramic balloons. Oh, they do wave.
They kind of wave a little bit.
Okay,
Do you have
I'm
a
gonna
knife that you can do a melee attack with?
I'm gonna use this because I can get my bolts back.
That's a
Yeah.
balloon, man.
Straight up a balloon. Oh god, this takes forever to reload. I'm never using this.
What?
Also, I lost my bolt on that one.
I think they only last once.
Oh no, there it is. Actually stuck in the
Oh.
wall. That's neat.
Do you not have like a melee, like a punch?
I have. Yeah, I have that.
Can you
Swing.
do that to him?
I cannot. Can't.
What if you did that? They just went and like bounce off each other and bounce off you. That would be great.
Fresh pot coffee shop.
Quentin says that's actually pretty quick for a crossbow reload.
Is it really?
I've never handled a crossbow, so I'm gonna
Yeah.
divert that knowledge to Quentin because I do not know.
Locked. Need something to jimmy it open with. A list of
In fact, in
maintenance
most
work.
games, when your options are crossbow or regular
A
bow,
screwdriver.
I very often
Huh.
just go with the regular bow. And it's because the crossbow takes too long to reload. Ours is at our parents' house. My uncle owns a piece of property near here
Mhm.
that used to be an old rock quarry. So there's a huge hole out back that he set up like a firing range in. And
Yeah.
I've gone out there with my dad and shot guns a few times. But that would be the perfect place to fire crossbows. Quentin, do you want to come over and shoot crossbows?
Do jet skis?
Do jet skis and shoot guns? And wave American flags?
Sorry, temporarily out of order. Why is that sign so low?
Quentin says, true, you can't walk around with a cocked bow. But you can't walk around with a cocked bow.
I assume maybe that's bad for the action on it.
I think he means like a regular bow. You can't have like
Oh,
a crossbow.
yes,
a crossbow
I
can be
s-
loaded and fired at will, but
I
you
see
got to
what you're
draw a
saying.
bow.
Yeah, you're gonna get a sore shoulder if you try to walk around with a loaded crossbow or a loaded bow.
Quentin says, "Hell yeah! I actually got a new gun. I need to
Sight
sign
in.
it. Oh,
Sight in.
sight in. Oh, that's an
Yeah.
H."
Gotta dial in the sight.
Mike posted an American eagle. It's not
Mhm.
a bald eagle. That's an American eagle. It does the red tail. You can tell the difference between a bald eagle and an American eagle because a bald eagle sounds like a bald eagle. An American eagle sounds like a red-tailed hawk.
Right. Well, a bald eagle is like you, but just no mustache.
Look, Tomar, it's
When
you.
you ask, Nurse Seta will speak.
Oh, right. There's a thing in that room for the mayor stuff. Where is it?
I don't know what you're talking about.
The mayor has a thing in this room, but I can't remember where it is. Profiling. Radio. Guess not. I thought there was a specific thing for when I found those. What's this?
Mom may be gone, but whenever I read this, I feel like she's still here.
Well, that's great.
Is that a rotten pumpkin?
Miss you, kiddo. I'll be home soon.
Thanks, Mom.
If
funny
only the
'cause-
rest of the bureau knew what a softy Casey is.
Sam Lake.
Happy birthday, Logan.
Thanks.
Look at that. Look at that picture. God, what a picture.
I wish Sam Lake would come to my birthday.
Oh, that's the exit.
Oh, I thought that's where you switched to Alan at.
Apparently not. With each second that passes, I realize that it's been too long since something has happened. And I'm getting in my head about it. I'm like, any second now, something's going to make up for all this empty time. right, let's check out up here.
Mike says, dude, he's pretty cool. I just invite him. There's a chance that he'd just go, a free cake.
Sure, yeah. I would like to come to your party.
Only if you do the face. He'd be like, oh, I'm definitely coming to your party. So, do you know that critter from Dark Souls? It's the one that's like down in the stinky sewers, and it's got like big, giant fake eyes.
Oh, yes. Okay. I actually do know what you're talking about.
It's got like the big, they're like big googly eyes, but they're not really its eyes. They're like
yes,
fake.
it's deceptive, yeah.
There's this guy I follow. His name is RJ Palmer.
Okay.
And he draws like a bunch of like realistic Pokemon that look really cool.
Neat. Uh-huh.
Well, he drew that critter, and he released a mouse. You know those titty mouse pads?
Yeah. Uh-huh.
Well, he made a titty mouse pad, but it's that critter.
That's fantastic.
It's so cool.
That's such a good idea.
I don't know anything about Dark Souls, but like if I'm going to buy a titty mouse pad, it's going to be one like that.
It's such a clean idea. Oh, man. It's all right there on the surface. That says exit. I don't think I want to be exiting yet. See you, latte. Have a grande.
This is Coffee World, so they need to do a Defunct Land on Coffee World because this place is not kept up, but somehow the balloons are still inflated, and it still has power and function rights. I'm just imagining you saying, "See you, latte." Funny. And then the crowd laughs.
Right. Bowling road. Okay, more stuff.
There's a fish on there. Can you melee those bowling pins?
Not.
Starting to think you can't melee.
Yes, I can.
Oh!
Very lightly, though.
You picked up the spare. Game of the year.
Jesus Christ.
It's just Mr. Drippy.
It's just a pot of coffee.
I like how that scared you and Saga, but I'm just like, oh, Mr. Drippy.
Because
Beautiful day.
Because I'm like on edge because nothing has happened, so I'm waiting for something to happen, and then something actually happens, but it's nothing.
There's something taped to the back of it.
It's a battery pack. Just break this thing
Oh, it's a
apart.
tape recorder.
Yeah.
Which means somebody had to press play on it.
Right. The implications. Why you on edge use Firefox? I do use Firefox. I like Firefox.
Road flare.
Dark roast. Yeah, I'm also getting a lot of flares, which is weird.
You're gonna fight some nasty fellas.
Absolutely nothing in there.
Why is Mr. Drippy's laugh so menacing?
It's fun, you see.
Mike says
Pop.
F-U-N.
Okay, we've been over here. And was there a prompt on the balloon pop? I'll go check. I'll go look. It might have been. I'm like scanning the screen for anything and everything, so I may have missed it. Balloon pop. Let's see.
Mike says I'm actually seeing shapes in the trees.
Yeah. Get my arrow.
Oh, I didn't even see that.
Good
call,
catch.
Quentin. Mike says I'm
Yeah.
actually seeing shapes in the trees. Don't know if they're really there or
That's
what.
the thing. Like, I am extremely in my own head at this point. All right, so before we go up there, I want to look at this little side path back here.
Where have you been all my life?
Not bad.
Is that a big pie?
Sure is.
Why is this pie hidden out in the back?
Don't know. The weird thing with like coffee and pie, like folks that drink coffee enjoy coffee and pie, and it's such a wildly different collection of flavor. Why? There's nothing here. What's the purpose of this spot?
Is there something in the toilet?
Can't do anything. Unless it's just a place for me to see your pie. That's the reason. There is nothing in the toilet. Nothing good.
The answer is 3.14.
Okay, I believe
Mike says
Yeah.
there's something eerily comfy about this place.
you and I have different definitions of comfy, Mike. I can
I'd
confidently
hang
say
out
that.
here during the day.
I'd hang out
No.
here in the middle of the afternoon with thousands and thousands of other people and no less.
I'd hang out here in the middle of the day with a group of my friends.
Same, but I would also need thousands and thousands of people. But also, don't get close to me because I don't want you to.
Thousands and thousands of people, but stay away
Right. Thousands and thousands of people all wearing masks and not getting close to me.
that aren't near you.
Right. That's how I would enjoy this.
And
this-
zero children, please.
Right. Not a one. Yep. At this. What are you doing feeding coffee to your kids?
Deer masks, yeah.
Yeah, there you go. Okay.
My dad really enjoys black coffee with a scoop of vanilla ice cream.
I want to learn how to like black coffee because I know I shouldn't be absolutely drowning my coffee in sugar and cream and milk, but I do.
Well-
It's the only way I like it.
Do it the way my dad did it. Join the army for 2 years.
Where you don't get any
And-
dressings.
And don't have time to add cream and sugar to your coffee.
Yeah. I have heard
It's a
of
secret cap. You don't.
Yeah.
My dad has an espresso maker, and 1 cup of espresso is like 8 cups of regular coffee.
Oh, it is amazing.
And he drinks like 2 cups of espresso black every morning. He might not
Yeah.
drink that much anymore, but like that guy could put away the espresso black.
Until his heart explodes.
Well, I'm afraid at this point, if he stops drinking, he might just
Yeah.
wither away,
Right.
shrivel up like a raisin.
He's now developed a dependence on it.
Oh, great, a safe spot.
Right. That's the thing. There's so many. Like, I got
Can't be
ammo.
opened on this side.
Okay, that's a shortcut. I got.
I feel like she could climb over that and unlock it from the other side
1,000%.
fairly easily.
No problems. That's concerning. I don't like the way this looks at all.
Mike says creamer is just a wild concept to me. I used to go over to my friend's house. Can you fall in there?
I cannot. It will not allow me to fall in
Bummer.
there. I am terrified of something coming out of there, though.
When I was in college, before I failed out for the second time, I would go and stay at my friend's house during the week, so I didn't have to drive to Gainesville 3 times a week.
Yeah.
And I would just like go in his fridge and
Mhm.
not put my lips on it, but like waterfall his creamer into my mouth.
Oh, yeah.
But I only did that a few times. I was like, man, I gotta stop doing this.
I'll tell you something I did.
much.
Now that we're in the holiday season, I made coffee a few weeks ago, and because we had some, I sweetened my coffee with eggnog.
Heck yeah, dude. I need
And
to get some
god
eggnog.
dang, was it good.
Mike says, like, just use milk. Mike, creamer is not the same as milk.
It is advanced milk. It is so much
It
better.
is like, it's milk squared.
Oh, it's you can feel how bad it is, and
It
makes
leaves
only makes it only
if you
makes it
drink
better.
creamer by itself, it leaves like a sugar film inside your
Yeah,
mouth.
it does.
Did you see what I saw? Oh, there's another one.
The triangles.
Yeah, there's another one to your left.
I hear noises.
Oh, we get to go on the Ferris wheel.
I'm glad you're excited. I'm so glad you're excited.
I love Ferris wheels.
Only striped cups. Only striped cups.
So there's gonna be somewhere with a bunch of cups and numbers, and only the striped ones are the ones you need. Mike says I have to try it now.
And well, these turlets are still in use.
Turlets.
What a... All the toilets are out of order. Get your stuff together.
That's not what it said. I have one of those in my backyard. One of those wooden, like, swing chairs.
Oh, I thought you were going to porta potty.
No. And, like, it's been sitting out there for so long that I bet you $1 million if I sat on it, it would just collapse.
Oh, yeah. It would just turn to powder.
Mike says, imagine having to use those now.
Oh, they would smell,
thanks.
and feel terrible every...
I mean,
Oh,
they've
only
been-
striped cups. Only striped cups.
Oh.
So that is a
7.
7.
Good catch. I would have 100% missed that.
Let's say...
That looks like a striped cup.
What's the number? What? 1, maybe?
1. Yeah,
Okay.
it's a 1.
1, and then 2,
That
3,
one.
4. If we're going on, yeah. 417, 714, 147, 174, something like that.
I thought we rode the Ferris wheel.
We might still. Let's start ascending. 1 for Saban. Hey, that works. 9 mils and
Bullet. I've
shells,
yet
I guess?
to meet man who can stop bullet.
Do not take what is not yours.
Oh, did we fuck up by taking it because it's not ours?
Well, I had the bullets, so it becomes mine.
They're mine now, biatch.
Yeah. This is a large centerpiece to only be the answer to a puzzle. That's shocking. Hold on. Oh, the light went out on the thing, and I was like, oh no, that's terrible. Do any of them have the car gates open?
I don't think so.
I don't think so. Yeah, I was just like, if I
Listen to
stand there
that
long
thing
enough.
creak, though, dude.
Oh,
That thing's
yeah.
about to come down. I'm
There
glad
is-
we're not getting on that scary thing.
There is no grease on those bearings. Those things are white hot and about to fail. Okay, so I'm a little turned around now. 'Cause I know there has to be a key somewhere.
What if you opened it up, saw the note that says "Do not take what's not yours." You don't take the ammo, and the cult of the forest tree, of course, cult of the trees guys are like, "Hey, thanks, man.
Hey, thanks for being cool.
Hey, we're not going to try to stab you with all of our knives and take your heart and put it somewhere else."
Coffee themed names for the rides, mildly amusing. Nice view of Huotari from the top of the Ferris wheel. The mascots are trying their best. What else? Okay, coffee. Rickety rides, creepy mood, money hungry owner. They killed the poor moose. 2 out of 5 stars.
What moose?
I don't know. I have a sneaky suspicion we're going to find out, though. So I know there has to be things I haven't seen because there's a key to this door that I don't have yet. And I can't get in here without the key.
I need a tool to get this open.
She says a tool, not a key. So I don't know if that's intentional. Lock is jammed. I forced it last time with the screwdriver. Oh wait, I have pictures. Stop doing that.
Shoot the lock.
That's not a bad idea. If it comes to that, I will. Watery area? Yeah. Get the trailer key at the Coffee World gift shop. Get inside the gift shop.
Mike says, I wonder if shooting locks actually works or if it's just a movie video game thing. I mean, if you shoot it in the right spot, it is
That's the
not
thing.
going to stay there.
Yeah, it's way easier to use the 2-wrench method. And if you want to see the easiest way to break a lock, look up 2-wrench method for locks.
Also, if you want to figure out how to pick a specific lock, check out the Lockpick Lawyer.
Oh yeah.
That dude makes me afraid to buy padlocks.
It doesn't make me afraid to. It gives me zero faith in any of them.
Yeah, no.
I'm just resolved that locks are an inconvenience. Like, and the counter argument to that is like, well, don't have windows on your house. Like at that point, if somebody wants in, they're gonna get in.
Patsy's here. She did the applause. Mike says, I do have a lockpick set, but it's just for normal locks. Quentin says, we might actually have a lock that has a wedge shape that is diamond reinforced to prevent breaking from being
That's
shot.
cool. Yeah.
Patsy says, hooray, lockpicking.
I mean, yes. If you had an unlimited budget, yeah, you could make a pick-proof and bulletproof and everything else proof lock, but it's going to cost thousands of dollars. It's going to be as much of a hassle for somebody to get in legitimately as they would illegitimately. So that's where there's always a constant like cross section of convenience and security where you have to find where you're comfortable with.
Patsy says, don't skip my stupid comment, Logan. Why would I skip it? I don't think I skipped anything.
Okay, so let's go over to. I think these are
that
bumper
lock
cars.
is going to cost more than it's going to protect.
That's the thing. You'll actually find. Oh, the game just saved. Oh crap.
I feel like cool. We get to ride the spinny round ride. I love that ride actually.
There's actually a lot of people with convertibles that don't lock their doors. Specifically, they don't lock their doors because if somebody breaks into your car, breaks in by opening the door, and takes your stuff, the damage they do is less than if they slash your top. And
yeah.
a convertible can be broken into with any knife, any reasonably sharp knife, and the deductible for a slash top is like, or the cost of a slash top is at least like $1,200.
San Francisco has a really, really, really bad smash and grab problem right now. It's so bad to the point that people do not keep a single thing in their car, and if they get out of their car to go in somewhere, they leave, like if they have a hatchback, they'll just leave the hatch open.
Yep.
So
Yes.
any would-be thieves will just look in, see that there's nothing.
Oh. Crap. Oh, hi.
Oh, he's in the teacup.
Erotic.
Look! Oh, crap.
Too close. Too close.
I dodged too early on that one. Okay, I got a little bit caught off guard on that.
There's a couple of fellas.
At first, I thought it was like a shooting gallery. Like, hey, you stay here, and they're gonna slide by in the cups, and you need to kind of
Yeah,
track
that's
them.
kind of what I thought was going to happen too. But yes, smash and grabs in San Francisco
Okay, then.
are out of control.
Yep. And I I take the other approach of just never have anything in your car. I just don't leave things in my car.
I mean, I leave stuff in my car, but it's not valuable stuff, you know?
See, that's not a reliable thing because everything is valuable to someone.
Oh, that thing's breakable. There's somebody coming up somewhere. Does he have the smoke on him? He does have the smoke on him. You need to get the smoke off.
Keep listening for that freaking.
Nice. Patsy says, I've had my car broken into enough that I don't leave anything valuable in my car. Well, fortunately, and here I am knocking on wood, I have never had anybody break into my car or somebody who I don't know never stole anything from me, so.
How do I even dodge these?
I would just shoot him while he's got his hand up. It might make him drop it. See, there you go. He dropped it.
Okay. Ride winds down. Saga heals herself. Propane tank? No, I had that.
What do you do with such a thing? Do you have a flamethrower? I feel like propane would not be the optimal fuel to use in a flamethrower.
Right. I'm gonna leave that out because I don't want to waste that.
Patsy says, I got one of those signal blockers for my key, and that
Hey.
slowed it down.
This should get that gift shop open.
Signal blockers for my key. What does that mean? I don't know what that is.
like an immobilizer. Hey, you see?
She also says, it's awful. I'd leave my car locked and everything. Caught them on camera with a way to unlock my car by picking up the signal. Hasn't happened since I bought the bag to block it. Super easy solution. Oh, so they can they can
skim it. Yeah.
That sucks.
Yes. Any one of the rules of wireless technology is that anything that is a receiver there's like a little there's a little disclaimer on the back of it, like this device has to receive any signal that is transmitted to it, and if they can spoof your transmitter well enough,
There's guys here.
There is. It's just going to open the same way it would for you. It's basically like a garage door opener or anything like that.
Well, shit. Mike says, some car you can open by using a little instrument that basically repeats the fob signal.
Huh?
Quentin says,
There
yeah.
we are.
What they're doing now is boosting the signal from wireless keys from inside the house and beaming it to the car to unlock it.
Right. How are you still alive?
I mean, even I can take one shotgun blast to the gut.
To that end, I actually don't leave a garage door opener in my car anymore. You know how you view on the ones that clip to your sun visor?
Yeah.
I don't leave that in my car. I actually got one that goes on my key ring, so I bring it inside so that if somebody was to break into my car, they can't just reach in, click the button, and open my garage.
And then get into your house.
Right.
That's a nightmare.
It's all my life I have been doing that. It has always been an understood thing. Yeah, you leave the garage door opener on your car. And then I was like, oh yeah, that's just an easy way into my house. They can grab that and come in my house, close the garage door, and now they're in there with me. Well, I hate that.
You've seen one of them before. And then I started blasting.
Yeah. Holy jeez, dude.
That'll do it. Patsy says, yeah, I thought I was going crazy because I knew I was locking my car, but they kept getting inside, which was annoying because I never had anything in there.
Right.
I don't have my garage door opener in my car because I don't want them getting access to my house. Mike says, y'all have that big of a thieves problem? Oh yeah, it's really bad.
It's not so much
Unfortunately,
that
yes.
it's that big of a problem. Like, yes, there is a problem. That has got to be the grossest burger on the planet. It's not that it's a constant thing. I just don't want it to happen once. I'm going to do everything I
Right.
can to keep it from happening the one time that it might have.
Patsy says, unfortunately, yes, I'm in Florida, and you just do a bunch to try and avoid it.
Right.
It just takes.
Whoa.
Whoa! What happened?
I don't know. She did like a melee attack.
It takes just one person to
Uh-huh.
like be down on their luck or just like it just takes one person. It doesn't even matter what the situation is, and it'll just fuck everything up. And there are a lot of people here, so
Painkiller. Oh, right, the painkillers. Those do.
Mike says, no, yeah, it just seems that it's a pretty big issue in some places. Patsy says, cameras and lights on your house, know your neighbors, etc.
More pills, pillhead.
Mike says, damn, if I catch you, you're going to be down on your luck, my boy.
All right.
Yeah, in a lot of
Three
the
handfuls
more
of
like
pills. I'm ready to go.
in a lot of the more like metropolitan areas, like Orlando or San Francisco or like New York, it gets worse. It gets way worse.
Yeah, because it's statistics. Like the more bad people, the more bad people. The more people, the more bad people.
And I have always lived out in the middle of nowhere, and I have never had any break-ins or anything like that. But Clayton has lived in like Jacksonville, and you've had several break-ins.
And Houston, Texas. Yeah.
Well, you haven't had any in Houston that I know of.
No. When let's see, where were? Yeah, in Jacksonville we had a few, and then we had some that we were not affected by. When we were in an apartment one time, there were just people going around with I don't know if it was a BB gun or a crowbar or a hammer. They were just breaking out people's back windows of their cars.
That
just
shit
like
sucks.
It was just like 7 o'clock one morning, and we're like, "What the heck is all the noise?" There was like a bunch of people walking around and talking in the parking lot. I'm like, what the heck is going on? And our neighbor was out talking to some other neighbors, and he was like, hey, you guys are fine, but like, look at all these cars. Everybody's back window is just smashed in. I was like, are they taking stuff? They're like, nope, just breaking the windows, which is like the most dick move ever.
I hate people.
If you're broke and need to feed yourself and you have to steal a radio to pawn it for the $20 to buy a meal because you have absolutely no money, I can at least sort of empathize with having no viable source of income, but breaking stuff just to break stuff is
there's a difference between having to resort to doing that than just doing it to just be a menace.
Right. It's my thing on like stealing baby food. Like, people don't steal baby food because they're hungry. They or because they're bored. They do it because they have a child that needs food.
Exactly. Patsy says, I had a guy ask me about our security system. I'm pretty sure he was casing. I let him know a lot of people were armed because of a recent house break-in, and to be careful with soliciting. It's a no soliciting neighborhood. I acted like I was looking out for him, but he got the message and left.
Oh, yeah.
And Steve says, I got my Oculus cable, and holy shit, it's worlds better.
Great. I'm glad to hear that, pal.
And TikTok food reviewer Keith Lee is in Houston right now.
I've heard that name.
I think I saw drama about him once, but I don't know who he is. Like, I only hear about people when they've caused or are or like involved in drama. And I don't even know what the drama is because like drama keeps popping up, and I don't care about drama.
Yeah, you'll waste your life trying to stay up to speed on it.
See, you could have done that with your gun.
Right.
Mike says, nah, I don't empathize.
where is
Don't
that
fucking do it
safe?
from other people. Yeah, there's a difference between stealing from, like, your neighbor or, like, going to fucking Walmart and stealing baby food.
Right. Right. More trauma pads.
Bullets. One of those is bullets, right?
Uh huh. I think so.
Bro, the price counter stuff. You can just get one of those stuffed moose
Oh, yeah.
and a rotten pumpkin.
And
Whatever that is.
an eagle.
America! Red-tailed hawk.
Oh, the freaking
Locked.
safe. What's the?
Okay.
Why did you change
What
the
would Daniel
password to the
use for
safe
code?
again? I thought it was lookout fixer supplier. So who hurt you? Why are you so paranoid, Yako? Calm down. This one's easy. Tracker, lookout, cleaner. See? Not rocket science. See them all. Tracker,
What does that
lookout,
mean?
cleaner.
What does that mean, Yellow?
Tracker. Mm,
Steve says it was when he was in Atlanta and the restaurants were like, we ain't do call-in orders, and they kept trying to give him special treatment when he came inside that he didn't want. So not drama with him, but with the Atlanta food scene.
okay.
Coffee World staff. Hope they're not all monsters now. The photos have stickers on them.
There's like coffee bean stickers on them.
There are coffee beans. How great it would be if it was Ahti, the janitor.
He's still doing karaoke. I imagine he hasn't even stopped doing that.
Oh yeah, that guy's got some pipes on him. Let's look at the possibilities for this.
Patsy asks, "Is Keith Lee the guy who always tries to be anonymous with his reviews?" Mike
This is
says, "I
numbers.
mean, at one point you should just send third parties to get the food.
Mhm.
People might recognize you from the voice."
Right. Let's go here. Cases. Oh, we got plenty of stuff to update. No, we do not. That's for later.
Can I use this? No.
Oh, geez, look at all these things. Gift shop door is locked. Here? Yeah, sure. Getting inside the gift shop. These are now unlocked.
Oh yeah, that's Patsy's answering Mike with the I would just use a third party to get the food.
Uh-huh.
But he uses his family
Okay,
to making the calls.
Using screwdrivers to
Mike
break
says,
gift
"Oh boy,
shops
hearing
isn't
helicopters."
Exactly standard procedure.
So what was the difference between with that new cable? Is just like better frame rate or something?
I didn't hear the first part about why you needed it to begin with, so I would also like to know the answer to
I
that.
think he had a cable that fit, like it was a C2C cable, but the
Oh,
data rate on it was too low.
right. He didn't have he had
That
a
is-
cable that kind of worked, but
That is by
That's
far
it.
the worst part of the standardization of USB-C is that the connectors are so ubiquitous now, but the data rates are all over the place. You can get things as high as like 40 gigabits for Thunderbolt 3. And you can get it as low as like a gigabit per second. So like super slow speeds.
Patsy says, "Oh, did I tell you guys I sorted out how to live stream on my Switch? It's not pretty, but it's a start." You mean directly from your Switch? Is that a thing you can do? Or did you get a capture card?
I was gonna say, if she's figured out how to output from the Switch, she's a clever one. Okay, there's nothing more in here for me.
Steve says Mike says, yeah, some USB-C cables are like 2.0 standard.
It's ridiculous.
Mike,
It's so much worse than USB A, because at least those had colors on them. Like if it was white, it was 2.0. If it was blue, it was 3.0. I mean, for a while there, but like USB-C is absolute chaos. Is there a map to this area? There
Steve
is
says,
a
"I'm
map.
glad I have a VR ready Mobo
Motherboard.
motherboard and GPU." Lol.
Okay, the Huotari well. Locked door.
Patsy says, "Yes, I got a capture card." Haha, JK, I'm a genius.
Huh.
Wow.
Okay, so says there's points of interest right in front of me.
I jailbroke, which is not really the proper term for what I did, but it's
Yeah.
the easiest one. But I jailbroke my new 3DS XL, my new 3DS XL, so that I could capture the screen over Wi-Fi. It's kind
Okay.
of janky and herky jerky, but that's how I did Animal Crossing New Leaf when I was doing the Animal Crossing showcase,
Yeah.
and I think it looks pretty good, to be honest.
What point of interest is there? I've already.
Is there no blip on your like HUD or something? Hetty says, "I'm not tech savvy, so it's a miracle. Haha.
Oh, it's
I just got
inside
it.
the thing.
Oh,
That's
I
what it is.
just I got most of it done. Couldn't figure it out. Then my brother helped me. I didn't have my USB 3.0 plugged into the blue USB slot.
Yeah.
Um, didn't know that's a thing, so I gotta learn Streamlabs. Well, Patsy, I don't know if you remember. You probably do, because
Oh,
I
it's
wrote it on my
these. These are the
I wrote it on my
two.
calendar.
These are
But
the
I'm
two things.
coming to visit you on Friday, so if you have any questions, I can totally help you out.
Okay. I need to look at that
Is it
safe
Friday?
combination.
Let me check.
Tracker lookout cleaner. Tracker lookout cleaner. Tracker lookout cleaner.
Yes,
Now,
Friday.
is that one of these? We're gonna say janitor is cleaner.
Yes, with 6 beans.
Tracker.
Lost and found. 1 bean.
Tracker. Lookout. Maybe security.
What time will you be in town? You can show me all the things. I mean, my doctor's appointment that I'm going to is at
Say 146.
2.
Try 146.
Is at 2 p.m. And I think if I calculate it properly, it takes about 30 minutes to get from your house to my doctor's office.
Got her.
So, I mean, I can be
The
there
keys
whenever.
to my trailer.
All right.
Now to
I got my
find the
trailer
clicker
keys.
and
Now
the
it's about to
cult.
pop off.
Oh, oh, shit. Here
Yeah,
we
now
go
that-
for the first time.
She's drawing her gun again. Now I need to go straight and then take a right. Switch to my shotgun.
I just says, okay, I'll text you and we'll sort it out. Okay.
I think I might have taken the wrong right. Pretty
Well,
sure
if you
I
keep
did.
taking more rights, you'll eventually end up there.
Oh, yeah, okay. So I keep going where I'm going and then took another
'Cause
right.
You know what they say: 2 wrongs don't make a right, but 3 lefts do.
I thought you were going to say 2 wrongs don't make a right, but 3 rights make a left.
That also would have been a funny thing to say.
Oh, right. The key that goes to this. That's what. Or does it? No, this is just locked from this side.
Must be locked from the other side.
Right. So if I can get to the other side, I can unlock it. Which means I gotta
Gotta be fresh.
go around.
It happens every time somebody says "I gotta" or "you
Uh-huh.
gotta." That's the first thing that comes up in my head. It's such a funny
okay.
show.
Point of interest. Is that what this is? Is there more to this well than meets the eye? So
The
what happens if I
Honeywell.
what happens if I blast light into it?
I hate air quotes locked gates you can easily jump. Yeah.
Yeah, knee-high walls.
Have you tried
Oh,
doing
oh,
the
oh,
Gears of
oh,
War
oh.
thing where you push forward and then A and you just vault it? Oh, what is
Fine.
this?
This is like a thing, but I can't interact with it.
It's like a,
And
What is
another
that?
locker.
what is that called? A pulley, an axle?
There's another cult stash.
What the F?
What's Mr. Drippy?
What hides behind the smile? What does that mean?
It's Mr. Drippy. Somewhere behind one of the Mr. Drippy outfits or
Yeah,
things, there's a
It's
key.
probably the one that laughs
Oh,
at you.
oh, a branch. Can't go this way.
Right. Uh-huh. Shelby's checking on me. I'm fine. No, but it's been very calm for a long time, so
Ooga
it's
booga booga!
yeah, it's like it is consoling me with false hope, and then it's going to absolutely punch me in the face.
Oh, shit's gonna pop off. Mr.
Where-
Drippy's gonna get you.
Yeah. Shelby saw one thing. She's like, "Oh, that's creepy. I'm leaving." Okay, so here's the Drippy. Looking on the back of his.
It's not the one with the tape
Oh,
recorder.
crud.
That's the one I was thinking of.
That's what Shelby said before she left.
Let's see if there is anything on the back of this thing.
You're tickling him. Why Drippy? Why are you so menacing? Like you're at a 10 right now, my guy. You need to tone it down. Bring it down to a 3.
Which Drippy are we talking about here?
Isn't there like one back here by the
Oh,
pie?
they're all over the place. That's the problem.
Yeah, that's the one I was thinking about, but you
It
can't
looks
get
like-
behind him. Oh, he moved.
Okay.
Well,
Hope it's not on the
not
back
that
of that
one,
one.
obviously.
I ain't getting that.
Where's the reach out and flip it over button?
Yeah. The hold X to flip warthog button.
You hold X and she just goes, Jason!
Which
Message coming in.
Drippy are we
Patch it
talking
through.
about here?
Yes.
Okay. Here's one I don't think I've looked at. And a burn mark. Okay, great. And now I have no idea where that locker, that thing actually even was.
I will not be able to ever get you there.
I hear dudes now. That I didn't
I
hear
heard
before.
something. That's the Ferris wheel.
But I heard like gurgling every time I talk. They're doing a very good job of making them sound very similar. Yeah.
Living in the woods.
What are you doing back there, silly? This is a big old wrench, my guy.
Uh-huh. Quality wrench. It's even red. Is that a Milwaukee?
Patsy says, it's just a killer clown. It's fine.
Is that Killer Clown from outer space, perhaps?
Do you think they made a video game off of that?
Yeah, that's what I was referencing.
Oh. I
Killer
thought you were
Clowns from outer
referencing the old
space?
movie.
Oh, I mean, I assumed anything that was a movie has been made a the video game. But I see what you're saying. Yes, there is both a movie and a video game of that.
I think it was a movie that came out in like the 80s, and it wasn't very. It's not a very good movie, but like
Right, you don't say.
it wasn't very well received. But
Mhm.
since then, it has become a cult classic,
Yeah.
and now they've made a video game off of it, which I find great.
Didn't,
I love when that kind of shit happens.
I think Goonies. There was a Goonies movie, and then Goonies 2 was not a movie; it was a video game. I don't think there is such thing as a Goonies 2 video game movie. There's just the movie. Sorry, Jesus. There's no movie. There's just the video game.
Goonies NES game. Because I think you're correct.
But it's weird because, like,
Yes.
what do you do? What do you do with the continuity there?
I think, okay, from what I'm reading is Toonies. from what I've quickly read and haven't gone into any in-depth analysis, is that in Japan it was called Goonies. Then they released it in America, and they called it Goonies 2, but it's just the events of the game in an NES game.
Oh, gotcha.
So I don't know why it became Goonies 2. Probably because they didn't want to get it confused with the movie.
Right.
Kind of like how Super Mario Brothers 2 in Japan is not the same game as Super Mario Brothers 2 in America.
Uh-huh.
Super Mario Brothers 2 in Japan got released in America eventually as the Super Mario Brothers Lost Levels.
Right.
And in Japan, it was originally called Doki Doki Panic, or Doki Doki Panic.
Right.
And it had different characters and different bad guys that they changed.
Okie dokie panic.
Okie dokie. Okie dokie. But then was later re-released in Japan as Super Mario Brothers 2 USA.
Oh, really?
So they eventually
funny.
got our version called Super Mario Brothers 2 USA.
That's pretty funny.
And Doki Doki Panic disappeared into obscurity.
Oh, here's a place I haven't been before, I don't think.
Well, I can't hear the Ferris wheel. I don't like it.
Yeah, is your only comforting ambiance. There's also Gianna Sisters, which is a whole nother like part of that thing of like basically the same game, like clearly just an asset swap.
But it like turned into a whole thing on its own.
Yeah, it's like the Saints Row. Like it wasn't its own thing to begin with, but it became its own thing in time.
It was like an asset swap Super Mario Brothers game that was for PC, I think. It was called Super Gianna Sisters. And
oh shoot, something's gonna happen when I hit this button.
Do it and climb in.
Let me make sure I've got all my stuff.
There's numbers taped to these, so there's a code to this.
Yeah, this is one of the bugs that this game had. One of the few bugs this game had, where I think you would walk up to this contraption, and if it wasn't positioned like this, I think if like number 7 was in front, you never got the prompt to hit the button. Because I saw a couple of people post online about that. It was like one of the only bugs I've seen with this game is this specific encounter.
I'm assuming that's fixed now.
Let's hope so.
Did you try plugging it in? But since the original asset swap Super Mario Brothers Super Gianna Sisters, they've released more Super Gianna Sisters. I think they released Super Gianna Sisters on. Oh, there you go. There's the fuse box.
The fuse is missing. Can't operate the ride without it.
They released it on like the DS.
Oh,
And I don't even know.
I don't have it anymore.
And I don't even know if the people who made the DS Super Gianna Sisters game are the same people who made the like stolen asset swap Super Mario Brothers game for the PC all those years ago.
It's so confusing at this point. There's so many different pieces of it.
Mike says, "Did you turn it off and on again?"
Gotta find a fuse, which, if all you need is a fuse, we can make that happen, because any chunk of metal can act as a fuse.
Oh, what have you done? What have you done? You got your head stuck in my foot hammock. Oh.
This dog.
He's a silly boy. I think he needs to go OUT. Can you give me like a couple seconds to throw him
Sure.
out back?
Yeah,
All right,
I'll keep walking around in circles here aimlessly.
all right, don't get too afraid.
Okay. What the heck am I supposed to do here? Okay, let's check the map. If there's anything new. Guess we can go... We've already done that. Manuscript pages. Oh, profiling. We got more stuff too. Let me get to a safe area. I'm nervous about this. Bop, bop. Coffee World.
Sorry,
attack.
we're at a Bright Falls blend. Anna apologized to the customers. I'll just grab some from the back. More coffee coming right up. She suggested they ride the percolator while they waited. She passed Ilmo at the Espresso Express. Big smile, Anna. Coffee World is all smiles. Anna nodded, smiled. She smiled until her face hurt. Anna stopped walking, realized she was standing next to the Huotari well. Must have zoned out, she thought. She was about to go, but something in the well caught her eye. A shadow shifting in the dark. Anna was overcome by vertigo. The world tilted, and then she was falling down, down, down into the shaft. The darkness opened up to swallow her.
Huh. That sounds like the well.
I need to open the safe. What's the
Really?
combination?
People hate the puzzles, Ilmo. Why not just use keys? People love the puzzles, Jaakko. Only very smart people can think up good puzzles. Just look around and you will find the answer. Dedicated staff will be rewarded.
The combination to the safe is somewhere in the gift shop.
Okay, thanks for that. Case board. Anything here? That's for later.
Don't need to go over all this again.
Thanks. That's a fantastic game mechanic. If you've solved it in a different screen, it just solves it for you on this screen. Mwah! Chef's kiss. Kind of like dodge roll into it. Like, so this thing is meant to reach down there and pick something out, obviously. I get that. But how do I actuate it? Like, what makes it go? What I gotta mash to make it do? That's the key that I'm looking for feverishly.
Okay, I'm back.
Welcome back.
It was too cold out there. I didn't want to leave him out there, so I had to wait for him to finish.
Oh, yeah. Um,
So what'd I miss?
Nothing. Absolutely nothing.
You didn't find a fuse?
No. Let's look at a map again. The only things I have are this point of interest, which is the sign by the well, this locked door, which needs a key from the other side, this Espresso Express, which needs a fuse, and this cult stash, which needs a different key. And I
And
don't.
what is that question mark at the gift shop?
That's the sign. That's the employee.
Okay. So
names
you're
and stuff
done
like
with
that.
that point of interest.
And I just don't know what else to do.
What is the name of this chapter?
Oh. I'd have to get to a save spot, but I can do that for you.
I'm just gonna say Coffee World. Alan
Yeah,
Wake 2,
yeah. Saga Coffee World.
Coffee World Fuse. Oh, Coffee World Fuse. When I typed in Alan Wake 2 coffee finished with Coffee World Fuse. Oh my god. Where to find the fuse for Espresso Express? Blah 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 blah. There's a whole lot of blah blah on this.
Not what I want to hear is you skipping all sorts of information.
One of the items required for the parade float overlaps the circuit board from Espresso Express. However, getting the circuit board requires activating
Because
Espresso.
you are reading things that we are not doing.
Espresso Express is the rocket ship, right?
Yes, but we have nothing to do with the parade float, so you are ahead of me.
Well, we need something about parade float overlap. I don't know what that means.
Right. That's
To activate the ride, you will need to find the fuse. The fuse isn't anywhere near the ride.
great.
Though
Lovely.
you can find the fuse in the break room inside the Kalevala Knights workshop.
That's the place I can't get to yet. That's got the locked gate.
Okay.
How do I get past that gate? All right, hold on. Let's go look at that gate. It's over here-ish? No, right there.
Have you tried just kind of like
Can't be
jumping
opened on
over the
this side.
fence?
Can't be open. It's not even like an interact button. I am forbidden.
Look at the map again. So where else do you come in there from? From the bottom? There's a path in the bottom.
Man, that's a long ways. Okay, I guess that's what we got to do.
But I mean, it's a long ways around, but once you're there, you're there.
Right. That's maybe the point of opening the shortcut. It's a pistol's jumper.
What does that mean?
A
Oh.
grenade.
I think he means to put the pistol in there as the fuse.
Oh yeah. Uh-huh. If it's a metal body, it'll fuse it.
What happens if you use something in a fuse to be used as a fuse when it is not a fuse?
So all a fuse is, oh right, I even saw this place and I never went here. All a fuse is a engineered failure point. So think of like your car when you get in a wreck. There are things called crumple zones where it is designed to buckle around you because all
you
that.
safe.
Another lunchbox.
Wait. Oh, wow. Glad she said that. Yes, to keep you safe specifically. So the car is designed to fail in specific points that aren't where you are. And fuses are designed to fail due to electrical overload in places to either protect more expensive parts or to just make it easier to fix. Like your fuse box is put very easy to get to because if that's where the failure point is, it is you click open a box, swap in something, and then you're back.
Makes sense to me. Patsy's out of here. She's got to go to sleep. Crumple zones remind me of Futurama, she says. All right, Patsy, have a good night. Mike says the fuse just breaks when there's too much amps, so something more important doesn't.
Right.
So just cram a bunch of pennies in there.
You can fuse a circuit with a gum wrapper because there's little metal shavings in the gum wrapper because all you need to do is complete the circuit. Okay. I mean, truth be told, you can complete a circuit with a finger. It's going to burn your hand, but as long as you don't use both hands, it's not going to go through your heart.
Grab one of those like smoky guys. Cram his hand in there.
Yeah, there you go. Boy, I am way out here. What? How big is this friggin' map?
We out here. You're also not even going the right way.
Yeah, I know, but there's a building over there I'm very curious about now.
The page said I'd run into a cultist here.
Oh, did it now?
On your toes, Saga.
Is that the control place
Maybe.
with the fence and all that?
Give it a quick save. Oh, oh. Right away. You need that. Ooh, map? No, I've already got a map. I'm good.
I almost said something really dumb.
What's
I almost said,
that?
I'm glad the flashlight doesn't run on like
Marcel was
batteries
not
or anything.
afraid of the rough questions.
Good thing I didn't say it.
Right. What a fool you would have been.
Everybody would have pointed and laughed.
Talked about your mustache.
They would have said, "Look, Tomar, it's you" at me. At least they're not going to sneak up on you, you know?
Where is he? Or is he specifically not visible to me at the moment?
Makes us use the flashlight as a fuse. You don't need it.
Yeah, that'll work.
By the way,
Uh-huh.
right now, my house smells freaking amazing
Okay.
because I have the turkey carcass from Thanksgiving in my crock pot with onions and carrots and
Oh, no,
garlic and rosemary. And I mean, I don't know how she fit in there, but
Ah, very funny.
Must not drink the water
I don't think these guys are cultists.
ever again.
I think they're just bikers.
Moonshine. Only drink the moonshine, brother.
Don't look like cultists.
Yeah, they're just a couple of drunk bikers. Only drink the moonshine, brother.
One's in a knit sweater.
One's named Odin and the other one's named Tor.
Tor,
Like
yeah.
myself. Don't know how to fight it. We're too old now.
Excuse me. I'm looking for the Anderson trailer.
What? Sweetie pie, right on time. Like we were just saying, it's not true. The lies to hurt you and make you weak. Don't believe a word.
Believe his lies.
Believe because deep down, they want to be told what to think. We're different. Rebels!
Built different.
You must stop it before it turns real. Don't be part of the story. Make the story. Start the hell of it!
These old drunks don't seem affected by the horror story like the other locals are.
I don't
They know
know.
what's
Tor was acting a
happening
little
here.
strange there for a sec.
How do you know about the story?
Same as you, of course, sweetie pie. We are family. The Andersons.
Ah, I see the resemblance.
Gods. It's so good to finally see you, Saga. I am your great uncle Odin, and this is your long lost.
Is it like contractually mandated that Odin always has to have one eye?
I mean, in the old stories, he does. He is missing an eye.
He is your grandfather, and I am.
The dog's name is Odin.
Father.
See, this game is just so crazy that I don't even
Just
know
as
if
crazy as everyone else.
they're just crazy guys or if they're
Yeah.
being for real.
Just
Yeah.
caught in it. I need to stay focused. I need to check out the trailer.
Who's gonna enforce it? Norway?
Things to do, sweetie
Uh,
pie. We don't want to keep you from your business. You can come see us anytime.
he said Hilavetta, which I think is the native way to say Scandinavia. You know, like
Helveta.
you know, like
Helveta.
Japan is not called Japan; it's Nippon.
Right. The Nihon. I typed in Helveta, and it's just
Does it just mean hell?
it's just Norwegian. The answers are all Norwegian. Let me just type in Helveta. What does Helveta mean? With English words in it. Does Helveta mean in German? No. In English, my man.
German is another one because that's Deutschland. Maybe not Helveta. Maybe it's Helvetica.
That's a color, isn't it?
Well, that's what I realized because we were looking up abbreviations. Because I think on the side of their police cars, it says H something, and I was like, "What the heck does H stand for?" And they're like, "Oh, Helvetica."
Hella is an abjectly
Okay.
okay, that's not the right thing. It's like affectionate, fond, lovesome, soft.
Oh, okay.
And Helveta is well, Veta Turpin means to punch someone in the face.
Okay.
Veta Vespera means pull a water end. I don't know what that means. They're not telling me what Helveta means. It's just
Look up Helvetica. Like do like Helvetica translate or something like that. Oh, it's Switzerland. That's what it is. It's not Scandinavia. It's Switzerland. The native word for Switzerland is Helvetica, and I was confusing that with Helveta. Because in Finnish, hell is just Hille.
Helvetica. Helvetica is Switzerland, but to people from Switzerland.
Right. It's their name for
like German and Deutschland.
Right. Exactly. Or Nippon and Japan. Or Mexico and Mexico.
Or the United States of America, or Freedom World.
Eagle Land.
Booze. Addressed to me. From years ago. Wake was right. The
Helvetica is a font.
reality.
Oh, I thought it was a color.
Not just people's
Yeah, it is a
memories.
font. You're right.
It is.
Music for the soul.
Is it Odin
Oh.
still
This card
yapping
has Mom's
outside?
Oh, yeah.
handwriting.
Okay. New stuff for the case board.
I really like the when you say case board like that. It's just there's something satisfying about it. I like it.
I'll be honest. I don't know when I started doing this. Hold on. Which one is this? Birthday card from Mom to Logan. Playing
Thanks, Mom.
Elite Dangerous. I started saying mission board, and I don't know when I started saying it that way, but because you use the mission board so much in that freaking game, I just started saying it that way. Mission board. And now I'm going to the case board. It's like the way I say door. I say door because of a skit that I saw on Mad TV like 20 years ago. It's where the old lady was on Who Wants to Be a Millionaire or something like that. And it was such an easy answer that Regis was like just giving her the answer. He says, just say door, just say door, just say door. She goes, door. And she's like, all right, you won $20,000.
Okay.
Like little moments like that of just watching TV or consuming little noises like that have absolutely wedged themselves in my brain. Oh. What's going on out there?
There's a lot of beer bottles in here. Is your toilet clean?
Pretty
Oh,
clean.
that's actually pretty nice.
Right
There's
out.
no water in it.
Yeah.
There's no water in it, so there's not going to get like.
Everything here reminds me of Logan. This could be her room.
Oh,
getting
it's
too real.
them.
Too personal.
Is it them? No, it's not them.
Who's them?
The gods of Asgard, old gods of Asgard, but it's
I
not
mean,
them. I mean, yes, Odin and Thor, but like I
he's got
thought
a
it
skull
was
cap. He's got an eye patch. And I don't know who this guy is, but he looks a lot like Sam Lake.
Mike says it is them.
I mean, and they are the old gods, and one is named Thor and one is named Odin. Those, if that's not the old gods, I don't know who is.
They're just not ancient in real life.
My newfound relatives.
There's the
Cozy with
cultist.
the cult of the tree. And that's the clicker. In the hands of the cult, just like the page promised.
I'm gonna get
Carly
cracked in the back of the head.
That's the motorcycle club the Koskela brothers are in. I'll take Odin and Thor up on their offer and visit their nursing home. Right after I find this biker
Nursing home.
workshop.
Ahti works in the nursing home.
I'm glad Mike's here to clarify when I get things wrong.
It is very helpful. Lord knows I'm not paying attention.
No. It's not true. It's just a fucking story. It's not true. Logan's back home. She's fine. Fuck.
Let it ring.
You've let it ring like 3
She's
times,
at
dog.
school. David,
It's in the middle of the night. What do you mean?
I'm in the story and it's coming true. Wake said Scratch would try and hurt me with the horror story. But he said there's still time to stop this. That he can stop this with a clicker.
Hey, this is David. Leave a message.
David? Is Logan okay? Call me back as soon.
Uh-oh.
Okay.
Mulligan? What the fuck?
Who's Mulligan?
Hey!
I
where
think
you are.
one of the first cops we ever saw in this game.
Mulligan is a cultist? What the fuck is going on here?
I'd love for you to figure it out, Saga, because I need some help.
I gotta Google who a Mulligan is.
He's
Oh,
like,
yeah, he was one of the first 2 cops.
yeah.
Like, there was the one kind of dumb one, and the
Dumb
one who
one,
was, like,
yeah.
actually guiding us around.
Mhm.
The one that was guiding us around was Mulligan.
Of the tree. Um. Who's involved? Let's try that. Yep. Thor and Odin Anderson, son of Anders. Yellowed, clipping, drowning of Logan Anderson, age 9. Logan, part of the story.
No, that is not going on the board.
Oh. That's pretty cool. She won't let me post it. And then it
Logan
puts a
is
thing
not
over
dead,
it. Logan is
scratched out.
not dead. That's pretty neat. Like your character arguing with the continuity of the story.
No.
La 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 la, I can't hear you.
Blah, 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 blah. Fingers and ears. I think it's pretty convenient if you don't know who somebody is, they just say what they're a part of. Because that Mulligan was just like, Cult of the Tree. Well, that answers that question.
I'm here to talk about your car's extended warranty.
I'm here to case your house about asking your security system.
Yeah. Now, we go to the fence.
Wait, where'd he go?
Oh, there you are.
Thornton too? God damn it. And now they're all taken?
Oh, that's not. Is that the cop? I can't tell. I want to run in here, give it a quick save so I don't lose Any
Progress.
Ah!
That scared me. He's right outside the door.
That's not supposed to happen. I'm in the room. That's not supposed to happen.
We'll pop a save.
Am I actually in the room or am I not in the room? Hallucinating. I'm waiting for like the room to crumble around me and me not actually be where I think I am. Touch. What? Yeah, do it exactly once. It's like the man-bat thing in Arkham. There you are ahead of me. And let me look at a map. Yes, where I want to be headed. Look both ways before you cross.
He's like guiding you.
Jesus!
The headline about Logan wasn't real. Don't worry about
I
it.
hate those.
The cult has the clicker. Get it? Fix this.
I was doing fine. Everything was fine.
And then they start with the jump scares.
The tense drums. Does it happen when I walk away? Is that my punishment for not following? I don't think so.
What was it that Casey says whenever you come back after exploring?
Get lost, Anderson.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Mike's like, I'd follow them.
Clearly the game wants me to, but that's the last thing I'm gonna do.
Oh, I don't know if I finished what I was saying, but like I got a turkey carcass cooking with some vegetables.
Ooh, that sounds.
I've got it.
That sounds good.
I've got it in the crock pot. Pastrami sandwich.
Yeah. What about a crappy pastrami sandwich? How about that?
But I got it in the crock pot cooking on low. I'm gonna cook it for 12 hours.
And a truck with absolutely no remnants of an engine.
How did there's like no
There's
hole.
no place for the steering. There's no hole in the firewall for the cables. There's no motor mounts.
It's an electric vehicle.
Yep.
It's got a frunk. It's got a frunk.
Yeah, it's all in the back. It's all in the back.
Even though it's a pickup truck and there's nothing in the back either.
Can't open this with my bare hands.
Oh God, there's no getting away from it. It's everywhere. It's not Saga. It's me. I'm inclined to believe that even if I paused the frickin' game, it would still happen.
If you turn the game off, it'll still happen on your desktop.
I'm putting a grenade in this PC case if that happens.
Well, it's a good thing you own that PC and not Carpet Boredom.
Okay, here I am. Rock you like a hurricane. I don't want to go in there yet.
They're gonna jump scare you if you don't.
I know. They're gonna even if I do. I'm trying to listen to see if the music builds and fades. Like the jump scares are on a timer? Or is it action based?
There's another lunchbox.
Wait. Oh wow. Expecting it to happen. Must be so exciting to be the story's hero. Honestly, I'm a bit jealous. I I wish I could be the protagonist of something.
Oh, you could be the protagonist of D's.
D's what, Logan?
D's nuts.
Got him.
Haha. It's because you're walking away from where you need to go.
That's fine.
They like come out of the door and they're like, "Where the fuck did she go? Get lost, Anderson."
Okay, music builds. Definitely getting louder as I get closer. Sorry, let's take a moment, make sure I'm all reloaded up.
He wasn't.
I hate that. Those are good looking leaves, though. I gotta credit where it's due. That bush looks incredible. Step back and approach this door. I can see through it. Fully expecting like some sort of massive jump scare when I
This is
get
the
in here.
workshop from the photo with the cultists. This is where they had the clicker. If it's still here, I need to find it.
It wasn't.
Come on. I know there's a dot over there. I'm just sweeping the room.
How do I check my carpet currency? I think it's
Man, coins? I think that's what it is.
unrecognized command /coins.
Look inside the Smiley Cup coffee.
Oh, custom commands are not /.
Perkele.
Quickly.
When in doubt, throttle it out. Sure. Everything's empty. I guess it's because I'm like pretty full up on stuff.
Locked. They must be in there. There has to be
In
a
one
way to
email,
get
they were
this lock
talking
open.
about objects of power.
Really?
Or an object of power.
Really? Let's see here. Is your final warning?
It's points.
But the
Thank you, Steve.
object of power is for ritual use only. You idiots are worse than my kids. That's from Yako. Oh, yeah, it's points. Right.
I'll get you, hey, Steve, if it's the last thing I do.
Oh, it's a slice of that pie.
Oh, it is? Yeah.
Is that a rubber ducky on the tip of it?
It is, in fact. Push it around.
Oh, by the way, do you
Uh-huh.
remember when you were playing Control and we kept finding radios that didn't really do anything?
Okay, yeah, with the green lights.
In mine,
Such
they
a
play
shame.
like different songs. Like each radio has like a different silly little song.
Oh, that's because I turned off the copyright protected music.
Oh.
So if I hadn't done that, we would have heard the songs.
I was like, well, man, why is his so messed up that mine works? That's usually the other way around.
Yeah.
Is that a rubber ducky, or are you just happy to see me? Both. Those things are not mutually exclusive.
So we got to find the patterns to the combo of the safe, and it's those shapes. You know what I mean?
No, I didn't see. I was looking at something else.
Oh, okay. Big med kit. That works.
Health kit. I mean, the last time we fought Odin on this channel,
There we go.
he absolutely beat our ass. We eventually got him.
So, these shapes. Okay, inside the coffee cup. We're going to say hourglass, sideways hourglass, elevator. Hourglass, sideways hourglass, elevator. Nope, nothing doing.
Other way around. Because if you think about it, if you orient it, yeah.
Okay.
Because if looking at it, there's some masks on the thing. They were in top. The furthest one away was the topmost one.
This is
safe
the
area.
Colt's hideout. Their headquarters, even?
I'm in a safe room, but I don't trust it anymore. The game has completely eroded any trust.
Oh, they jump scare you one time in a safe house, and now you're all scared.
Yes,
There's
yes I
a
am.
basement.
I'm going to put. Oh, how have I not expanded my storage in a long time?
I don't know. I mean, you can only
Um,
expand it 2 more times, so we don't know how much of this game is left.
Right.
I have no sense of how long this game is going to be.
Put that there, and then I'm gonna take these pills. These here pills.
Pills
These
here.
pills. These pills here.
The cult is leaving supplies around for themselves. This will be handy.
Guess I got a new map, maybe.
This is the cult's process. Their ritual. The cult isn't well organized. People aren't following orders. The Nightingale ritual wasn't completed.
Let's see here. That light switch you found washed up at the lake is not junk. Effing important. Trust me on this. From now on, whenever we catch a target, we're gonna cut out its heart, stick the thing inside, and flick it. I know it sounds weird, but just trust me. It'll be like a ritual. This is gonna work.
Mike says a full hour mission is just Sam Lake twerking while doing the face.
Yeah, I'd watch it. We need to be faster with our setups. We need to be 100% positive someone is on lookout duty. Communication. Slip-ups like this are why we have FBI agents snooping around, which is not great. I'm only being harsh about this because I know we can do better. To whoever's been sabotaging lake house equipment. If you're not looking for ways to help the cult, looking for ways to help the cult, this is not it. Unless bringing the feds down on us is what you consider helpful, in which case you can F right off. Stay away from the FBC, and if you see them poking around again, report it to the Grandmaster. I've marked the map like you asked. That's all the stashes by our last count. Locked and loaded and ready to go. Oh, I have a map to all the stashes now.
That's it.
Pretty convenient. But which ones have you already collected?
I hope it tells me. Surround the target. Subdue them. Use hammer or other blunt object. Restrain them. Carve out their heart. Recite the words. Put the clicker into their chest. Flick the switch twice to make sure it works. Remember floodlights on tripods. We need to see what we're doing. Always work in pairs.
Mike says FBC mentioned. Brr, 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 brr.
All right. New stuff for the case board. But not in this case. Cultist note about ritual being interrupted. Nope, not there.
No.
Nope, I picked the wrong one.
Ha 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 ha!
Cult psychology? Nope. Okay. Where does this go? Writing part of the ritual?
That's not right.
No, it's not. Okay, there we go. Cultists note admonishing members sabotaging FBC equipment. Nope, not there.
This is for Steve right now.
Cult. Love to read that. Not fanatics. No signs of indoctrination. Messy group of enthusiastic sociopaths.
So the taken part and the cult part
Doesn't
are
make sense.
just a coincidence.
It certainly seems like it.
Oh, here's for Steve again.
No detailing
That sucks, Steve. You got bad luck, man.
Where does this go?
Oh, even I got.
Where could this possibly? Is there a new thing?
Steve says I used it all on Pokemon cards. I mean, at least you used something on something tangible, you know? Oh my god. You couldn't even get it on the 420?
Goes somewhere, but I cannot figure out where.
Okay.
Oh, there it goes.
This is rigged. Everybody's losing.
Okay. Nope. Hit the wrong thing.
The photo proved the cult had the clicker. Tor and Odin were in it too. Worth following up on later.
How embarrassing.
Email saying the OOP should stay in the assembly hall.
Apparently that was important enough that we
Got a note about it. I'm glad I read the
yeah.
email. This is the same garage from the photo.
Okay.
And I
Lunchbox and watery. Okay, that's everything there. What about our profiling? Nothing new there.
Is it bad that I hope we just like straight up run into what's her name? Jessie.
That would be fantastic.
Like we don't like even if it's just like she's there with like a team of people and we don't really like have much contact with her, but like, you know, we just kind of run into her.
Logan, it says make the woods scary again.
Oh jeez. Of course these are the kind of people.
We are the cult of the tree. We watch in the night. I see it now. This is our mission. Make the woods scary again. It's a tree. It's a spruce tree. Keep them out. Keep them safe. Together we are a forest. Cult of the tree.
All right, calm down.
And Armstrong says make America great again at the end of Metal Gear 4.
I know. It's so funny.
It's so effing good every time somebody uses that quote. And I just grin from ear to ear.
I like to think that asshole isn't trying to like, you know, emulate Ronald Reagan. He's trying to be like, what's that character's name?
A fuse.
Who, Armstrong? Oh, the fuse.
Yeah, Armstrong.
To get the espresso express.
Oh yeah, this is why we came here in the first place. Yeah, he was trying to emulate Armstrong, not Ronald Reagan.
Right.
By taking that quote.
Okay, so I'm not going to go down there in the.
Also, you're absolutely about to be attacked.
Yeah, I know. They've pulled me into a dead end road. All right, let me get in the light so I can.
I would be doing that out here.
Okay, so from here, I think I'm pretty close to the. Let's see, is there anything new? There is something new. Drug-fueled scribbles on the origin of the cult triangle symbol.
Mike says it is the FBC pyramid. I was right. Where? I didn't see it. Where was it?
I don't remember either. Maybe you're just talking about because they said objects of power. Cult symbol inspired by FBC logo. Also drugs.
Oh, okay. So the triangles are based. Okay, gotcha.
Triangles are
How
based.
did they? How did they? Yeah, based. Make the wood scary again.
Based and tripilled.
So how did they encounter that visual to begin with?
That's a great question. That's a fantastic
Because
question.
I feel like the FBC is only here because of
Based and
maybe
finished mushroom pills. Jesus.
That's really good, Mike. That's really good. Maybe okay. Here's my thought of what's happening.
Okay.
This crazy shit with Alan happened. The FBC came here.
Uh-huh.
Then the people who started this cult, before they started the cult, saw the iconography of the FBC, and then they based it off of that. That's the only way I could think that they saw that to base the cult off of it. And also, they're just a bunch of goofballs, and they're not really like this deep, dark thing that we thought they were.
Right.
They just happen to be taken and become a lot scarier after.
I guess I'm gonna hit the button. You guys hit the button, or see if I can get in one of these cars first.
Yes.
I'm gonna do a lap. Make sure there's nothing.
Mike says again, the FBC logo is cool. I agree. I haven't played Control since the last time I talked about playing it. I haven't really had time. And I'm going to have no free time this weekend, so I don't know when I'm going to be able to do it again.
What's the point of this?
I don't know.
Maybe a distraction? Big go spinning, yeah. I'm gonna let it go. I'm gonna let it rock.
Supposedly that's supposed to do something.
Right. It's a lot of work to do nothing.
Like you're supposed to. I mean, there's carts with numbers on them, so I'm assuming something's supposed to happen. You get a number for something.
Yeah.
I don't know.
The cooler I can't open. Oh, I've already opened it. Or
it
perhaps
broke.
not.
They're gonna throw that woman down the well.
Huotari butchered his victim with his buko knife. Okay.
Listen, I don't care what people want to do with their buko knife, but just keep it in the bedroom. You know, I don't want to hear about it.
You hear me, buko?
Did you go in the basement?
Not yet. That's what I'm about to do now. Against all my better judgment.
Well, you know, you don't have to do it right now.
Why is that?
It is 11:44.
Yeah, I've been looking at the time. So you wanna hang it up there? Leave the rest of this stuff for next time.
It's as good a place as any.
Okay. Oh, something's gonna happen when I go down there. I just know it. Do I have any grenades I can huck down there before I get down there?
Throw a flare down there.
Clear the place out before I step in.
I mean, you're in a garage full of motorcycles. I'm sure you can like throw a thing of gasoline down there and then throw a flare on top of it and just fucking burn out any weird creeps that are down there.
Absolutely could. Let's see. Let me look at the weekly schedule and see what's tomorrow. That is Legend of Zelda: Ocarina of Time Majora's Mask Randomizer with a U and I.
We thought we were so close to being over, but I don't think we are.
Yep. We'll get there.
I mean, it
I
is a full randomizer of 2 whole games, so
Mm-hmm.
it's just the bunny from Robot Chicken. You didn't think it would be that easy, did you?
Yeah, I kind of did. Um. So yeah, that's it for tonight. Thank you very much for everyone for watching. Thanks, Steve, Mike, Quentin, Patsy, everyone else, Shelby for making me feel better.
God damn, this is rigged, man.
You have not won all.
Steve hadn't
evening.
either. Everybody that's gambled hasn't won a single game all
The
night.
house wins. House always wins. The oldest house wins.
Man, those 10,000 points I bet against. Look,
Uh-huh.
all 10,000 of those points I stole from Steve earlier. I've just thrown down the shitter.
All right. Yeah. Thank you very much for watching. If you'd like to check out the YouTube, we got a couple of those. We got a Discord. We got a Threads. We got a website that'll take you everywhere you want to go. Website's got a couple podcasts on it. Yeah. I think I said thanks to Mike for hanging out. If I did,
Hey, Mike.
thanks,
I
Mike.
appreciate you, bud. Steve, appreciate you, bud.
So yeah, we will
Everyone
be back
else
here.
is okay, I guess.
We will be back here tomorrow night at 9:30 Eastern as we play some more video games. Have a good
Oh,
night.
we need to get that thread set up. Good night.